90%. The NPP is expected to hold its flag bearer primaries on January 31 ahead of the 2028 general election. With just a few days to the polls, whoever emerges among the 5 aspirants will become the presidential candidates of the NPP going into the 2028 general elections.
Alright, so this song is my testimony. Amen. Can I share it with you tonight? Alright, let's go. I am who I am because of you. If it had not been for you, tell me where would I be?
Let's still continue with politics, because if we turn to page 6 of the paper, Daily Guide newspaper, of course, Brian Champon takes over Wale Wale receives rousing welcome. Wale Wale, the hometown of former Vice President Dr. Bawumia, came alive as Dr. Brian Champon stormed the constituency to a rousing reception that underscored the shifting dynamics within the new Patriotic Party flag bearer race. Defying expectations, Dr. Champon was met with enthusiastic crowds, energetic chants, and visible excitement from delegates and grassroots supporters, signaling that his message of discipline, renewal, and delivery is resonating even in traditionally symbolic strongholds. Supporters openly praised Dr. Champon's organizational discipline, readiness to lead, and ability to secure victory for the NPP in the 2028 general election. The warmth of the reception in Wale Wale sent a clear signal that delegates are weighing leadership options beyond familiar loyalties. Dr. Champon reiterated his call for unity within the party, stressing that the NPP's path to victory lies in discipline, credibility, and reconnecting with the base. As the campaign gathers pace, Wale Wale may well be remembered as a defining moment, proof that Dr. Champon's appeal is cutting across regions, expectations, and long-held assumptions. In 4.5 months, Dr. Champon said he has met about 90% of the delegates, selling his message to them, and he indicated that his message of hope and job creation has been received by the delegates and they are ready to vote for him. Quote, in the 4.5 months I have reached 90% of the delegates. The 10% I will start meeting them from this Friday. Nobody has ever done that in our history, that in 4.5 months has met 90% of delegates. And that is 209,000 delegates in 5 months, he said in a recent media interview. The campaign is going on well, he said. The messages have been received. The former Greek minister further said that he is a unifier who can bring together the rank and file of the NPP for victory in 2028 general election, and the NPP, we know that will be electing their flag bearer on January 31, 2026. So all of the aspirants very confident of victory, although some reports or the latest survey from Global Info Analytics is projecting Dr. Bawumia to be in the lead for or among NPP delegates. Brian Champon is also confident of victory. Kennedy Japan is also confident of victory. In fact, for Kennedy Japan, some men of God have been speaking about him. The same for Dr. Bawumia. But of course, we'll get to know by the 31st of January 2026. Well, as the NPP prepares to go to the polls on 31st January, there are some delegates who are concerned about the levels of transparency in the elections. You know, there are some of the teams, some of the aspirants, they have an anti-election rigging committee or team to counter election rigging mechanisms of their opponents, to reveal it and then destroy it. The party says that it is committed to transparent election and it is assuring their delegates. So the General Secretary of the opposition, the NPP, Justin Frimpong has assured delegates of the party's commitment to conduct a free, fair and transparent election in the upcoming flag bearer contest. We know that the NPP will hold its presidential primaries on January 31 this month to elect a presidential candidate who, according to the party, is expected to wrestle power from the ruling NDC in the 2028 election. But the General Secretary of the NPP, in his New Year message to supporters of the party, said, though the presidential contest may appear fiercely competitive with divisions emerging, the party's strength lies not in factions but in unity. He stated that, quote, the leadership of the party reaffirms its unwavering commitment to ensuring free, fair and transparent elections both in the upcoming flag bearer race and across all internal elections. He said the NPP is not defined by a single election, but by enduring values and yielding spirit and unwavering commitment to the country. The General Secretary noted that the party has always emerged stronger and more unified despite some past electoral defeats, including the 2024 election. Quote, our party has weathered storms before and each time we have risen stronger and more unified. This is who we are. And this moment is no different. According to him, following the 2024 electoral defeat, the party has taken measures to address structural challenges to enhance its future electoral fortunes, reflecting its resolve to rebuild, to become stronger and better. Among the measures he mentioned include an unprecedented decision by the leadership to hold the presidential primary ahead of all other internal elections, amend its constitution to address structural gaps, establishment of the Patriotic Institute, as well as the reactivation of its membership drive and dues payment platform. Mr. Frimpong have assured members of the party that though 2026 may present its own challenges, it will address them with the support of the party's leadership. In this calendar year, the party will undertake several key activities, including the presidential primary, the election of party officials and officers at all levels, a reconciliation and unity drive, and the formation of sector committees, among others, he noted. Now, the General Secretary further commended the minority in Parliament, led by Minority Leader Alexander Pinyo-Marking, and the Legal Directorate, also led by Gary Nimako Mafo, for defending the values of the party in the interest of Ghanaians during difficult times, while thanking members of the party, including polling station executives, electoral area coordinators, constituency executives, among others, for their support over the years. The General Secretary also urged members of the party not to lose hope, but to draw inspiration from the just ended Christmas season to renew their strength, to remain resilient, to rebuild the party for growth. To all Ghanaians, I extend a message of renewal. Let us walk together in peace, progress, and unity. The New Patriotic Party remains committed to unity, peace, and progress, and remains committed to serving our nation with integrity, vision, and dedication. That's according to the General Secretary of the NPP, Justin Frimpong. Off the paper, two arrested in connection with assault of a 12-year-old girl. And I'm sure over the weekend you might have come across the video of two women who were assaulting, whipping a 12-year-old girl. They've been arrested in connection with the assault of the 12-year-old girl. I'll read to you the details of the story. And it says that the Accra Regional Police Command has arrested two women in connection with the alleged assault of a 12-year-old girl at the La Roman JHS area in Accra. Well, according to a press release signed by the head of public affairs of the Accra region, Superintendent Julian Obeng, and shared with the Ghanaian Times, the incident occurred on Tuesday, December 30, 2025. It said the case was reported to the police by the mother of the victim, who visited the police station with her daughter bearing visible marks of assault. And the complainant alleged that three women assaulted her daughter without any provocation. According to the statement, the police took a statement from the complainant and issued a police medical report form to the victim for medical examination. And the statement explained that preliminary investigations revealed that earlier on the same day, the victim had an altercation with a 7-year-old boy identified as Herom Giftan, who is related to the suspect. It said the suspect allegedly went to the victim's house, took her to their residence, and then assaulted her. It further stated that on Wednesday, December 31, the complainant led the police to arrest two of the suspects, identified as Precious Giftan, age 22, and then Princess Giftan, age 25. According to the statement, the third suspect, Priscilla Noshi Wonyo, aged 49, a fashion designer and a mother of the two arrested persons, was reported to have traveled to the Volta region. And police says efforts were ongoing to locate and arrest her, as well to assist in investigations. The statement said the two arrested suspects have been formally charged and are currently in police custody, assisting with investigations, and they are expected, of course, to continue the process in the assisting with investigations. They've been formally charged and are currently in police custody and expected to be put before court on Monday, January 5th. That was yesterday. They were put before court yesterday. The police in the statement cautioned the public against resorting to violence in the resolution of disputes, especially matters involving children. It advised parents, guardians, and community members to seek lawful means of addressing grievances and to report incidents to the police promptly. The statement then urged the public to respect the law and protect the rights and welfare of children at all times. So that's the detail of that story, as two people have been arrested in connection with the assault of a 12-year-old. Times, there is an unfortunate story here. The headline is this: farmer butchers couple at cashew farm in German South. Farmer butchers couple at cashew farm in German South. Let's get the detail of that story. Resident of Tai Annan, a cashew growing community in the German South municipality of the Bono region, they ushered in the new year in shock and disbelief when a farmer allegedly butchered a couple on a cashew farm in the area. The Ghana News Agency gathered that the suspect, also a cashew farmer, fled the scene after committing the crime and then later surrendered himself to the police at Asiri, another cashew producing town in the German North District. The incident occurred on Sunday, January 4, 2026, when the couple were working on the farm. The suspect reportedly attacked them with a sharp cutlass. Confirming the incident in a telephone interview, Mr. George Adane, German North District Chief Executive, clarified that the crime did not occur within his district. The bodies of the deceased have been deposited at a local mortuary while police investigations continue. And Chief Inspector Thomas Akela Bono, Regional Public Relations Officer of the Ghana Police Administration, told GNA that the police are yet to receive detailed information the headlines on the front page of the Ghanaian Times newspaper. Otumfuo pays historic visit to the IGP today. The Asanteni Otumfuo Seitu II is paying a historic visit to the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Christian Tete Yohonu, today at the police headquarters in Accra, and the visit confirms the Asanteman's positive impression of the IGP following the extension of his service. It also underscores growing institutional confidence in Mr. Yohonu's leadership at a time when the police service is undergoing critical transformation. Well, since assuming office, IGP Yohonu has been instrumental in reshaping the image and operations of the Ghana Police Service. His tenure has been marked by renewed emphasis on professionalism, community engagement, and transparent policing, key pillars that have helped rebuild public trust. A major highlight of his leadership was the successful nationwide policing operations during the recent Christmas activities. Under the direct supervision of the IGP and his management team, the police service executed what many observers have described as one of the smoothest and safest Christmas security operations in recent years, ensuring the protection of lives and property across the country. Beyond operational success, the IGP has also maintained a notably cordial and open relationship with the media and the general public. That is true. The police service under his leadership has consistently provided timely and accurate information, and that is a departure from past practices often criticized for delayed communication or massaged figures. Well, while this is true, we're still looking and we're still waiting for the crime statistics. That has still not happened. The paper says this transparent approach has strengthened public confidence and improved cooperation between citizens and the police. Today's visit by the Asanteni is therefore not only symbolic but developmental, highlighting traditional authorities' support for institutional reforms within the security sector. So that's it for the story that Otumfuo is paying a historic visit to the IGP today, and trust us here on 3FM and all the media general platforms to be there to be part of this meeting. I'll bring you all the details on what will transpire. You can also be with us on our social media platforms at 3FM 927 as we bring you all the details and all the happenings from this highly important meeting between the Otumfuo and the IGP today. It will be happening at the police headquarters. To the center spread of the paper, that is page 12 and 13, strict invigilation won't be compromised. That's according to President John Dramani Mahama, and he has said that government would work with the teacher unions to undertake reforms across all levels of the educational ladder to adequately prepare Ghanaian children for the future. He noted that cheating in examination at the senior school level, particularly over some years now, was deliberate to embellish the performance of certain batches of graduates to make some people look good. I'll read that line again. The report says President Mahama noted that cheating in examination at the senior high school level, particularly over some years now, was deliberate to to embellish the performance of certain batches of graduates to make some people look good. That approach, President Mahama emphasized, has been exposed by the poor results of the 2025 batch, where nearly half of the 446,352 candidates who sat for the WASI failed the core subjects of mathematics, general science, and social studies. That notwithstanding, President Mahama said strict invigilation would not be compromised in subsequent examinations just to overstate the pass rate. President Mahama made this commitment in Accra yesterday when he opened the 7th Quadrennial and 54th National Delegates Conference of the Ghana National Association of Teachers. It was on the theme Education and Development, the G years at 50, reflecting, reviewing, revising, and growing the profession and the unions. Cheating in exams, President Mahama said, was corruption. And it is sad to encourage our children to be corrupt at such an early stage in their lives. Ethical integrity is key to their future. But if you begin to cheat in primary school, BC, WASI, you should be careful. You are cheating when you are writing BC. You are cheating when you are writing your class tests, your class exams. When you are in classes, you are cheating in exams. You get to JHS2, you still be cheating. BC, you cheat and you write it. You go to senior high school, you cheat. Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, you keep cheating. WASI, you may cheat. And if invigilation is strong enough and you cannot cheat, then you begin to fail. But some way, somehow, even if you are still able to cheat and you pass your WASI, you go to the tertiary institutions, and then are you still going to cheat there? If you finish cheating when you go to the university, what becomes of you and the profession you enter? After university, after you graduate, you are working somewhere, you cheated to write your exam. How are you going to function properly at wherever you are working at? Everybody, you know that, Charlie, this man, he has all the degrees, he has all the certificates, but his output does not correspond with the knowledge that he's expected to have acquired at this level. And it's all because that this man, while he was in school, was cheating rough. The paper continues to say that as part of the measures to reform and improve teaching and learning in schools, it stated that government was expanding infrastructure at the secondary level to end the double-track system to increase teacher-student contact hours. According to him, 100 schools that were running the shift system have reverted to single shift, with 30 Category C schools earmarked to be upgraded to Category B for enhanced teaching and learning. Moreover, on basic education, President Mahama said procurement was underway for 2 million steel dual desks to permanently end the pitfall side of children sitting on stones or lying on their bellies to read or to write. He said 200 classroom blocks each for kindergarten, primary, and junior high schools were also to be constructed this year to enhance accessibility. Quote, I pledge that we'll work with you, the teacher associations, to achieve these reforms. And President of NAT, Reverend Isaac Owusu, on his part declared zero tolerance for assault on teachers, citing 2 examples where a teacher was allegedly shot and killed in line of duty, and another assaulted by students who were unhappy because he did not allow them cheat during the WASI. Reverend also noted that teachers would be advised and would advise themselves if any case of assault is recorded. Ghanaian Times is reporting this story that passengers stranded in Accra, no buses to convey travelers as work and school resume. Hundreds of passengers traveling out of Accra to various parts of the country. They were left stranded yesterday at major transport terminals across the capital following an acute shortage of intercity buses amid the post-Christmas and New Year travel rush. Actually, all the drivers, they are resting. The cars are resting. The situation, which coincided with the resumption of work and school after the festive holidays, led to scenes of frustration as commuters scrambled for limited transport amid heavy human and vehicular traffic in the city. At the Kaneshi Takoradi VIP station in Accra, hundreds of passengers intending to travel to Takoradi and Cape Coast, they were left unattended to, as there were virtually no buses available to convey them. Long queues formed as early as dawn, but by midday, most passengers were still waiting without any indication of when buses would arrive. The majority of those affected were students returning to their campuses after the holiday. Some of them told the Ghanaian Times that they arrived at the station as early as 4 a.m., but as of 12 noon, they were still stranded with no buses in sight. The students who were expected to report to school by 4:30 p.m. yesterday were visibly distressed, fearing they would miss their reporting deadlines and face possible sanctions from school authorities. Similar scenes played out at the main VIP and STC stations at Circle, where long queues of stranded passengers struggled to secure tickets for intercity travel. Many commuters were seen standing with their luggage under the scorching sun, while others sat on their backs, anxiously monitoring any movement within the stations. The transport shortage came against the backdrop of intense vehicular congestion across Accra as workers returned to the offices after the Christmas and New Year holidays. When the Ghanaian Times spoke to some station managers, they were unable to state exactly when the situation would be resolved. Whether or not it will be resolved today, they did not know as of yesterday. And one station manager who spoke on condition of anonymity explained that the problem had risen because a large number of buses had been hired by organizations and event planners to transport people to various destinations for Christmas and New Year excursions. He added that poor road networks in some part of the country had further worsened the situation, delaying the return of the few available buses and making it difficult for them to arrive in Accra on time for reloading. As a temporary measure, station managers at the Kaneshi Takoradi VIP station in Accra advised stranded passengers to return home and come back from midnight onwards, when they hoped more buses would have returned from their trips. Oh, Charlie, by that time it would be too late for some of them. Well, the general manager of the VIP transport company at Circle, Mr. Adakabre Frimpoma, who attributed the recent increase in passenger numbers to the reopening of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, as well as second cycle schools. According to him, the surge was also linked to travelers returning to their destinations after the Christmas festivities. However, many passengers expressed dissatisfaction with the situation, calling And let's get into the details of a few more stories this morning. This one says the Education Ministry rejects 25% fee hike at the University of Ghana. And the Deputy Minister of Education, Dr. Clement Opark, has rejected the reported 25% increase in academic fees at the University of Ghana, calling for immediate engagement with all stakeholders. We open the phone lines. I'd like to go through these two stories. No food shortage recorded in 2025, and the Agric Minister is commending farmers. The Minister for Food and Agriculture, Rico Poku, has stated that Ghana recorded no food shortage in 2025, noting that the country even exceeded its agricultural production expectations. He commended Ghanaian farmers for their resilience despite challenges, describing their performance as exceptional. According to the Minister, the country currently has adequate buffer stocks to meet future needs, and he further highlighted that the agriculture sector has been a major driver of economic growth, contributing significantly to the reduction of food inflation and general food prices. And he disclosed that government is working to improve agricultural roads to ease transportation challenges and enhance access to markets. And that's good to know, but we're still expecting more, that we should be able to begin processing these food. They should leave the state or the stage where we harvest them at, and then we should process them properly. There are a lot of gluts, a lot of products that were spoiling, or so we should be able to do something about the preservation techniques. We should be doing something about how to add value to most of our products, and then we can export them. And of course, it would also increase our foreign exchange.
We not giving no bread, no giving no bread. Ozi, Ozana getting here, Ozana getting here.
Let's just pick up the calls right now on 0559924217 or 0556910154. We have a first call already. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you, my brother?
Yes. This is Collins from Amamole.
Collins, Amamole. Good morning. Talk to me.
Yes. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too.
Fantastic. You raised a quick question about these passengers, and I will appeal to our own drivers in this country that we are begging them in the name of God. We are in New Year. Look, it's terrible. The increment of fuel, gas, petrol, and diesel, they are enjoying it. I don't understand. Go across Ghana. This new area, I will plead to the transport minister, President Mahama. Ghanaians are begging you in the name of God that they should do something about this. My brother, go out there and see how passengers are stranded. They take advantage of doing what they want. Here to here, 50 and 20 cities, and nobody is telling them anything. It's bad. It's very, very bad, and they are enjoying it. And we, the citizens, are more than the drivers, and they are made, so-called made. I don't know. And it's becoming, nobody is doing anything about it. Let me pause here and greet Honorable Ni Ashimo, NDC Regional Chairman. Thank you.
Collins, thank you. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
My brother, talk to me.
But I'm from Prakasa Primary Aristocrat. I'm going to Caswood Barrier.
But meet you.
And the problem is I'm a official. It's been a long time. You could live. And the pain boys was in Commode. He had the Christmas for the very first time in the history of Ghana. Both guys now are buying. When to make you be a girl. Because we were $1 and once you go to where 10 cities into all matching one into one to man you'll be a girl the very first time. Meaning that
yeah, sure.
Oh, me a shop.
Okay. I'll show them up.
You're there because when they tell you to show they had the Christmas very first time until who you are here. What thing there at 2 forcing honorable and no man paying on the money Mahama footboard and the Bank of Ghana and the controller quite young for cow before the Abosman of Boston. They get the Christmas no why the in Kufor's way voice wasn't it today one. Or said I remember I don't have my Beno this year and my phone work school. Mahama was zero tolerance for Mkwasha some survey. 9 months now, other by no fight Galamsey. People were attacking them, but Okoye sweep. You could not no pedal attack a way kind of 9 months no to stop his efforts of pedal on the fight Galamsey. Why the Martin, Yan see the attacking you ever way 9 months no. And so Kuala walk to school no, or bad time beyond to the buffalo. This year, Mahama will not sacrifice. Obianda or Bianus and Caprices, or Banutunufu. In Yamaka, Bana, obeying easy. Now you're correct result. I'm on
Madasi. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Crosby.
How are you, sir? I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Not bad at all.
Talk to me.
This is Eben in Kwabino.
Eben, there's some noise in your background. If you could change your position for me.
So maybe to them that maybe you are hearing the feedback. Is it okay now?
Yes, it's better.
Okay. We are still in the mood of New Year, so we still need to, wish some people happy New Year. So to the NDC facility, from the leadership, from the high ranking to the grassroots, happy New Year to everyone, especially Chairman Ashimo, the Greater Ghana Regional Chairman, and also Chairman Jesper of Chairman West. TDC boss, I greet you this morning, Deputy Chief Executive. Honorable Representative of the Shipyard. You see, my brother, I like the way my brother who just that was because the dollar is depreciating. Our guests were not taking this time around because the bloggers now they realize that what we have a good governance that what now it has strengthened the Ghana city. You see, nowadays when they are even sending them and you know they are crying. My brother used to cry because at first when he send you £100, you get about almost what 2,000 plus. But now when he send it 1,000 for his complaining, he complains that for him is what his salary hasn't been increased. It's you. So he used to send £100 that you get 2,000 plus. Now when he send 100 Ghana cedi, the £100 it is 1,004 something. And when he's adding more, he's complaining. It only tells you that what there is good governance and experience and that have taken Ghana that will send us to the destination. So I'm telling each and everyone, let's rest assured. The rice I used to buy was 110 Ghana cedi, 2023, 2024. 2025, I was buying 30 Ghana cedi. So I appreciate the government a lot, and I say kudos to Mr. President and the NDC facility. Let's continue doing this because what Ghanaians need is what to afford what things.
Thank you.
Now, a bag of corn which used to be sold 1,200 Ghana cedi, it is now 600 Ghana cedi. So for me, my humble plea to the Kenke seller, because no matter what it is, we like our rice, but our Kenke and Banku, we can never leave it alone. So the size of what the ball of Kenke for ICD, it doesn't what be increased. As they've been selling it in 2024 when we were buying with a bag of corn for 1,200, the size is the same. Kenke seller, we are begging you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Because we are the same people that go to churches on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Thank you. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
My brother, thank you for holding. Talk to me.
This is your brother, Claude, calling from Jenupum Katamanso.
Talk to me. This
morning, let me greet Honorable TK, Mayor, and the MP, Joti, Honorable Ashimo, Jerry Johnson, Collins, Amamunde, and Chamajo this morning. My brother, my pastor said, Education Minister say, more moon pia PTA dues, me boy. Hello.
Pastor Mitio, can you be him?
My pastor, Education Ministry, no. So, almost now, moon pia PTA dues.
I'll have to confirm that for you.
Yeah, confirming now. We are radio no secondary schools no. Omoji PTA dues no. Omo because dear Honorable Haruna can amoma publish the TV no kan into agri memorial for no. Omo the PTA dues no happy parent no pa. Enkwala ni classroom kra no omo the PTA dues tata enkwala ni say info ni mpia. Into Education Minister or Tia on finding Agri Memorial School no and your nothing so no bring a dear ama Yamata many MPP needing a war woman being a wolf feedback. Or say I feel with the new creating the Brunia ato and Yamakomami Mammy. That's what we need the Brunia ato and morning in whom can walk on Nti we bring your papa ekoso ade na okoso yi a momo yenka nyemfa mpa bontai o manpanyin na be di achi wadwuma omo ye adwuma pa yemfa mpa bontai o machina pull him down e ma so na men kan say after nyoma ken say 2026 year yes we want to send suban anya sa MPP party ni the on better opposition at grabber no so disika emfa kwemu kra school for na BNT no for advantage and omuji disika rough
me that's it. Hello, good morning.
Mr. Lebo Crosby, Annan.
Uncle, how are you?
I'm doing well, sir.
I'm very fine. Happy New Year. Talk to me.
Thank you. My name is Anjaga from the bigger consortium, the party. Mr. Lebo, let me say good morning to Boss Martin Jibo and Mr. Bigibo of the Jack Consortium, a Eastern Regional Women Organizer, Annan update. Let me say happy New Year to them. Oh, In fact, Africans or Ghanaians are ungrateful in certain ways because even just we are in the Christmas festivity or New Year, yes, still the fuel price have been reduced, but nobody is talking about it. If maybe because of sake of 1 or 2 things and they have been increased, you see people have medium of talking, oh, the fuel have been increased. And then the taxi drivers or software drivers or the union are praising the current government or President Mahama. You see, 38, we are Muslims and a Christian. Why are we grateful like this? Let's pray for President Mahama and NDC and the ministry. They are doing a great job. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, good morning.
Hello, morning. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
Yeah, my brother. What I want to say is that our LPG sellers, I bought LPG early December at the rate of 202 at Pokwasi after the St. Moses Hospital. You are going on your left, getting to Festus, 202. Then the reduction came before the Christmas. Then the second window, I think 1st January, and 3 days ago I went there to check to go and fill again. The same amount 202 it is spending, and I took the number and called the manager, and I said, how come the reduction came 2 times with LPG and fuel? How come that your 14.5 kg is still 202? He say, okay, the OMC, they'll check from the OMC. I say, no, this is not correct. Then you say, okay, he begged me, once I'm a customer, he will find out and then get back to me. What I want to say is that, look, the authorities must put their foot down. We are in this country. The country is governed by laws. If the military are not in power, civilian government, put them at a place to bring in discipline. It doesn't mean that when civilians are in power, military don't have a say. They are protecting the constitution. So when things are going wrong, we should bring them in to check it. People are taking advantage. Formally, they have a scale. When you are going to fill a gas, you put the cylinder on the scale. They'll set it, you see it yourself. Now, they put a dispenser to fill gas. Within a short time, they say the thing is full. When you leave the cylinder, you see that it's nothing. But they'll tell you the Food and Drugs Board or some agency that gave them that mandate to be using a dispenser, not the scale again. So, in fact, tell Edugita Tamekulu and the Energy Ministry to get involved and check on those things and let the Ghanaians stop suffering. We are suffering.
Thank you. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Mauna.
My name is Noble Crosby, Annan. How are you?
By the grace of God, I'm good. And you?
I'm fine, thank you. Talk to me.
This is your brother. Nana, I'm calling from S-Boy in the Eastern region.
Nana, I'm listening.
But, senior brother, I'm saying, and you be a course to our Ghana, I will say, I can't watch them. And then, no, can say, national health, a year, Juma. Friday, we may be a community Echo Hospital or Achimota Hospital. Achimota Hospital, 69 years old man. Okoye, Obedia, Holocaust to the Dadao. Of course, so many years, Okoye, in the records, no, as the system, in the Aji Okoye card, no, Tia card, Neka. Okoye lab, or Tia card. Oh, you be a bread man on 53 cities, and also national health, and the uncle, but just a funny Tia card, and Samuel. Sane across the country. May your memo. Yes, national health care. You're going national health card. Near Quacoye. That's the Oko Hospital. That's a year Jubadia. Not that near Coyen, a sofa so far enemy. Card near Coyenum, a so fast for enemy. And the first health minister, you were Mita Akando. Yes, Rano. On 2 among then not gonna for a national health card. Then Omoba, Musi and Yajuma.
Mate.
And then San across our private hospitals in what is the private via Sanet? Oh, you swallow by say, you pass me by and Sabia and Sawa nature. Yes, I just count for my home. You do my poor man.
You better shame. Yeah, that's it. My last caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
You're my last caller for the morning. Talk to me.
I know, but over we did the eye front there. Never bad. I book up my favorite.
Mate, meet you.
However, the woman is there. Ghana, no, they said the enemy say a quay. But I slap by now, so also on Shannon never be. Sir, Uncle Fona, you find a number a sort. Never so interesting near Mano. Told me to be a man and check his uncle for my. But because as I said, a brother from Bibiaba from Boko to Benko, no Biabanko to a 5 city. No boy, a donkey to a 5 city. Now at that time, so when I talk about Fafana, you cannot get piano here. And to move to be a bit much a camera. But over Mako, but Pacho, I also sent her MP. Or to me, a boba and more clan and Yamaka class, chairman for them from Tichama executive. A Biatanaso, or Muye, wow, Mr. Watan Yamanaso, for Bia Diamano, Yam Pass and Bia, my chairman, not MP, nice one, so I no more tracks, now it's a good animal, Yampe, well, turn Yamabiaso, in Obia Diamano.
Good morning.
You know why I'm laughing? The man says the Ayawa so central. The MP is giving rice and sons, but somebody has sat on the rice.
Oh,
has it happened to you that something you should get has been sat on?
Oh, Charlie.
You know, all the coups in the world are caused by Edidija.
Charlie.
The man has come. The man has come already. I am also Central Party people. They say that they have given you rights and sons. You have sat on the
Charlie Party chairman. Oh, let me see who be the name. The chairman for the party.
No try.
So through the Christmas, they didn't share the thing.
They have sat on the thing.
Oh no.
I am also Central.
They did not say the party chairman has sat on it. They say some of the people know.
But party chairman should ensure that
the rights for themselves.
Yeah, they're good. They're going to sell it.
Aya was so central,
but
and
it's not a nice thing at all. One thing is running through a lot of the comments we've heard this morning that lorry fares are still a little bit high. Transport operators, they have not reduced their prices yet. We understand the GPRT, they were on break. And they will resume very soon. I think by 9th January or so they'll resume, and then we would have that conversation. There's also the concern about how foodstuff are still expensive. The last but one guy said, I mean, you go to buy banku, although prices of foodstuff have come down, you go and buy banku and it's still very small. And so something that should be taken care of this morning.
Anyways, I thought the transport minister had set up a committee to streamline the fares. I think just before we went into Christmas, this was an issue that came up.
I think that was in relation to unapproved fares that the drivers and their conductors were charging, particularly late in the night. But this one, what they're asking for is that, I mean, fuel prices have come down. Again, I mean, in the first quarter of 2026. So we expect to see it reflecting in the lorry fares that we pay. Hey, but we'll get to a level we're paying 2 cedis for.
How do you want the car owner to maintain the car?
But from Atomic down to somewhere like Chelsea Lodge, it's 2 cedis 50 pesos. Chelsea Lodge is around Ashoman Estate area. There's a place that is 2 cedis 50 pesos. So if you are reducing,
it means the distance is not.
Yes, it's short. But if you are reducing this, it means you pay 2 cedis. Do we still do 10 pesos? We don't chop 10 pesos. Like we don't chop.
No, but there are some that will remain.
They will remain the same. I think.
Charlie, the people are also doing business.
Why should they remain? You are reducing maybe.
I don't know Chelsea Lodge, so I cannot.
Chelsea Lodge. Okay, it's like from maybe here from TB3 to like 37
for 2 cedis.
Yes. Okay, 2 cedis 50 pesos. That one is fair.
It sounds fair in my mind.
2 cedis 50 pesos is fair. Fair enough. But you are reducing fuel prices. You reduce transport fares, so they should charge.
That one should remain.
Sure. That's my bad.
No, because see, the person has to also. It's not fuel. Is not only the component in the basket.
So why are you reducing the prices for the other ones?
No. So it's an understanding that look, fuel prices have gone down.
So reduce
and fuel is a major determinant, but not the only determinant.
Great.
So once you reduce, it doesn't mean that the person is not. There's no wear and tear and wear. There's no the person is buying spare parts.
Great.
The person is is still paying one Ghana to people who shouldn't be paying.
But
to.
the person is still reducing.
At the station there, they are still collecting the person lampo.
Yes.
All of those things are happening.
But the fares will still reduce.
No, fares will reduce.
So like,
all right.
So like 10 cedis, you pay what, like 9 cedis or 950 pesos?
Like 8 cedis.
Like 8 cedis. But you don't want to pay. You don't want to pay 2 cedis from 250 pesos. Why is it?
So no, because the 2 cedis is already.
It's already what?
It's already low enough.
Share.
So you want to reduce it to what? 1 cedi 50 pesos.
2 cedis. 2 cedis 50
from
pesos.
2 cedis 50 pesos to 2 cedis.
Why are you reducing from 10 cedis to 9 cedis?
I am behaving like Coach Otuado.
Why do you want some people to enjoy the reduction?
No, it's not about some people enjoying.
No. But you want to reduce from a higher amount to a lower amount, 10 cedis to 950 pesos. That is what somebody pays. Somebody's daily commute, the now fare is 2 cedis 50 pesos. Why should the person not enjoy the reduction?
That's his daily commute.
Yes.
The person
should do what?
Why are you turning the people against me?
Charlie, devil's advocate.
But they should come and do sports.
3FM Sunrise.
Okay, I'm sure we can do it, so make room.
Hello, good morning and welcome to Sports here on Sunrise on 3FM 92.7. My name is Bill Ishen. Let's begin on the continental front where the race for AFCON is beginning to take shape as the 2025 competition enters a decisive phase. The round of 16 fixtures continued yesterday with some incredible results. Mohamed Salah sealed an extra time win for Egypt against Benin to take the Pharaohs through to the quarterfinals of the AFCON before Victor Osimhen netted twice as Nigeria cruised to an emphatic victory in the last 16 clash with Mozambique. Let's now hear from Super Eagles coach Eric Schell, who insists his team remains fully focused and grounded, refusing to get carried away by their performances as they move into the decisive stages of the tournament.
We are happy. We are happy about this game, about the training session, but this is the moment you have to work more. So we have to stay focused again.
That was Eric Shell, head coach of Nigeria's national team. Now, he further addressed a highly charged verbal clash between Ademola Lookman and Victor Osimhen in the Super Eagles game against Mozambique privately. Now, Nigeria's win was overshadowed by Osimhen's intense but brief clash with Lookman during an argument in the 63rd minute with Nigeria leading 3-0. Lookman downplayed the incident after the game, but Shell indicated that the matter will be addressed privately.
What happened in the pitch? We stay in the group. I don't need to tell you what happened or what will happen. So my management, I keep that for me, and everything that happened in the life of the group will stay in the life of the group. So we will see after and then we will talk.
That was Eric Shell speaking. Still on Nigeria, 3 Sports caught up with Nigerian journalist Ayo Deji Adegbenro, who highlighted the importance of the victory, particularly in light of the Super Eagles' failure to qualify for the World Cup, while also warning that even tougher challenges lie ahead in the latter stages of the tournament.
Fantastic win by the Super Eagles 4-0 over the members of Mozambique. Victor Osimhen getting the praise, Ademola Lookman and Akwa Adams getting the other goals. It was sort of expected. Now attention shifts to the quarterfinals where we meet the winner of Algeria and DR Congo. I don't think that game is going to be as easy as this game because both teams obviously are better than Mozambique on paper, so we expect a tougher challenge. And the last time we played Algeria at AFCON was the semi-final in 2019 where they defeated us 1-0. That late free kick from Riyad Mahrez. And of course, only a few weeks ago we lost to DR Congo in the World Cup playoff finals on penalties. So whichever team we face in the quarterfinal on Saturday, between the two of them, there is history, there is some sort of vengeance, particularly if it's DR Congo, seeing that the players are still out from losing to them a few weeks ago. So it's not going to be as easy as we saw the Super Eagles run riot today against Mozambique. They could easily have scored 6 or 7, but then again, you only play who is in front of you, and we do hope that whichever team, speaking as a Nigerian, and whichever team we face in the quarterfinal, we do come out victorious.
That's Ayo Deji Adegbenro, sports journalist from Nigeria. Now, the round of 16 phase of the 2025 AFCON continues and comes to an end today. Algeria will take on DR Congo in the early kickoff before defending champions Ivory Coast will lock horns with Burkina Faso. Now, let's shift our attention to Europe, where Manchester United have dismissed Ruben Amorim, bringing an abrupt end to his turbulent 14-month reign as manager of the Premier League giants. The Portuguese tactician's exit follows increasing friction with the club's hierarchy at Old Trafford, including Director of Football Jason Wilcox, over the past few days. My colleague and head of 3 Sports, Oriko Ampofo, reflects on Amorim's spell at United and believes the decision to part ways had been looming for some time.
It was on the wall, and I think the biggest surprise is the fact that it took this long, and perhaps even more surprising is that everyone would now perceive the sacking as a result of his comments rather than the results. And I think that's more shocking because if you look at his numbers, they're terrible. I think he won about just 15 Premier League games in a couple of years, and that amounts to what? Just over 30% win rate. It's the lowest that any Manchester United boss, permanent boss, has had in Premier League history. Man United is a huge institution. Over the years, they've been known for their high standards, not just in the Premier League, but in Europe as well. For them to tolerate such an abysmal record for such a long time and only sack him after he made comments that he's here to, be the manager and not the coach. In the past 2 press conferences, there's been a lot of tension concerning the system and, questions about his owners and all of that. And it feels as if the owners are now reacting to his comments, where I feel he should have been sacked months ago. It is just not up to Manchester United standards. So I'm not surprised he's sacked. I'm just surprised it's now coming at the time where it's for his comments rather than performances.
That was Oriol Kwampofo speaking there. Now, Bournemouth boss Andoni Raiola has confirmed that Antoine Semenyo will be available for the Cherries Premier League fixture against Tottenham, playing down reports of a potential switch to Manchester City. Now, amid rising speculation surrounding Semenyo's future, Raiola made it clear that the Ghana international remains part of his immediate plans, while Manchester City are believed to be in advanced talks with Bournemouth over the inform attacker. Raiola stressed that no deal has been concluded, meaning Semenyo is in contention when Bournemouth hosts Spurs at the Vitality Stadium.
I expect the situation hasn't changed, so as our player, I expect him to play, against the Spurs. Yes, there is a lot of noise around him, I understand, but this is the situation right now, yes.
Yes, that was Andoni Raiola on Antoine Semenyo. Now to a sad story. Mohamed Salisu has been ruled out for the rest of the season after suffering an ACL injury in Monaco's Ligue 1 game against Lyon. His participation in the 2026 World Cup now looks over and dusted. Now the following report has more details.
Ghana and AS Monaco defender Mohamed Salisu is facing a lengthy spell on the sidelines after suffering a torn anterior cruciate ligament in his left knee during Monaco's Ligue 1 clash with Olympique Lyon over the weekend. The injury occurred right at the end of the match when Salisu went out clutching his knee and required medical attention. Subsequent examination confirmed the severity of the problem, ruling the centre-back out for an extended period. In a statement, AS Monaco confirmed the diagnosis and pledged their support to the player throughout his recovery. Quote, at the very end of the match against Olympique Lyonnais, our centre-back Mohamed Salisu suffered an injury to his left knee. End quote. An ACL tear typically sidelines players for around 9 months, a timeline that all but rules Mohamed Salisu out of Ghana's plans for the upcoming 2026 World Cup. The injury is a significant blow for both club and country, with the 25-year-old having been a key figure in Monaco's defense and an important option for the Black Stars. Salisu's setback also adds to a growing list of Ghanaian internationals who have also suffered similar injuries over the past year. Fatau Isahaku, Ali Duseidu, Enes Nyama, Abdul Mumin, Baba Idrisu, Tariq Lamte have all fallen victim. For Mohamed Salisu, attention now turns to surgery and rehabilitation with the immediate focus on recovery as he begins a long road back to full fitness.
That was a report on Mohamed Salisu and his unfortunate injury. Now, still on Salisu, a former Black Stars midfielder Lai Kingston has spoken about the significant impact the defender's injury could have on Ghana's World Cup ambitions, while urging the rest of the squad to approach the tournament with clear minds and confidence as the World Cup approaches.
It's a very big blow for us because he's such an important figure at the back. When we talk about experienced players at our back line, I think if he's one of them, and it's going to be a very big blow for us. But then again, we should all understand that injuries are part of the job. No one wish you get injured at this time. But when it gets to these situations, this moment, the World Cup, bigger stage, every player is anxious to be there. So it's a little bit worrying when, as a player going into games, you are being careful, you're thinking about not getting injured to be fit to get to the most important competition in the world. So I think that's what is going through their minds. And sometimes when you overthink too much, that's when you get stressed out and then you go into games and then you are not 100% focused. That's when injuries comes in. So my advice to the current players, they should just relax. World Cup is there. They should focus. You have to play whether you like it or not. From now till June, if you are not active, if I'm a technical person, you are not in my plans. Because I believe active players should feature for our national team, especially our senior national team. Active players, and then the environment you find yourself in. More minutes you play, more competitive you become, more your form picks up. So players need to play, but then again, no one is wishing for somebody to get injured. I think this is going to be a very big blow for us. But we want to see most of our players that we believe can represent us, be active in their clubs. Because that's the only way, for me, I will support you coming and playing for our mother Ghana.
That was Lai Kingston speaking there. Bringing it into sports here on Sunrise on VFM 92.7. My name is Bill Ishen. We'll see you same time tomorrow with more updates from the world of sports. Until then, have a great morning.
Is on 92.7 Sunrise on 3 FM.
The Electoral Commission has reiterated its commitment to organizing free and fair elections this December.
How's your week treating you? I'm here to serve you great music tidbit for your at-work listening pleasure.
Rastafari, Rastafari, Rastafari. Our Father, who art in Zion, Kanamawe, Kanamawe, Kanamawe. Oh, turn it up!
Come into the mountains, sight and I grandfather.
It's time to drive you home in style with great music, the 411 and all your favorite stars, what's happening around town, and so much more.
And in the headlines today, the two leading political parties have been addressing the public on allegations of corruption. The Black Stars coach has unveiled his squad for the upcoming games, and there are some interesting names. Pull up! The weekend is here and it's time to turn up. Get your dancing shoes on, Lego. We really do have it all. It's a premium mix of information and entertainment every single day on 3FM 92.7, your urban lifestyle radio.
In the silence, something was growing. The journey continues. The calm before the storm. You can't mute a force that was born to speak. You can't bury rhythm. It rewrites itself. Louder. Every signal lost finds its way back to the source. This is not a comeback, it's a recalibration. This is the takeover. This is Trigmatic on 3FM Drive. Driving you home with good vibes, good conversations, and the freshest hits. Hop in, take a ride. Trigmatic on 3FM Drive. 3FM, your urban lifestyle radio.
Hi, so my name Black Rasta, and of course, the voice of the patriot, where we speak truth to power. Remember, here we don't criticize, but if we must, on only one condition, to build and not to destroy. That is why we say we have taken sides. We are not neutral. We are on the side of the truth, the headquarters of the truth. Subscribe and make sure you hit on the like button. And we would always be knocking on your door, so you will feel the truth. Like fire! More fire! My name Black Rasta.
The Electoral Commission has reiterated its commitment to organizing free and fair elections this December.
How's your week treating you? I'm here to serve you great music tidbits for your at-work listening pleasure.
Rastafari, Rastafari, Rastafari. Our Father, who art in Zion, Kanamawe, Kanamawe, Kanamawe. Otonodo!
Come into the mountains, sight and I grandfather.
It's time to drive you home in style with great music, the 411 and all your favorite songs, what's happening around town, and so much more.
And in the headlines today, the two leading political parties have been addressing the public on allegations of corruption. The Black Stars coach has unveiled his squad for the upcoming games, and there are some interesting names. Pull up! The weekend is here and it's time to turn up. Get your dancing shoes on, Lego. We really do have it all. It's a premium mix of information and entertainment every single day on 3FM 92.7, your urban lifestyle radio.
In the silence, something was growing. The journey continues. The calm before the storm. You can't mute a force that was born to speak. You can't bury rhythm. It rewrites itself. Louder. Every signal lost finds its way back to the source. This is not a comeback, it's a recalibration. This is the takeover. This is Trigmatic on 3FM Drive. Driving you home with good vibes, good conversations, and the freshest hits. Hop in, take a ride. Trigmatic on 3FM Drive. 3FM, your urban lifestyle radio.
All right, so my name Black Rasta, and of course, the voice of the patriot, where we speak truth to power. Remember, here we don't criticize, but if we must, on only one condition, to build and not to destroy. That is why we say we have taken sides. We are not neutral. We are on the side of the truth, the headquarters of the truth. Subscribe and make sure you hit on the like button. And we would always be knocking on your door, so you will feel the truth. Like fire, more fire. My name Black Rasta.
And this is still Sunrise on 3FM 92.7.
Watch your puff.
We're live also on all our social media platforms at 3FM 927. 2026 is the year to travel, explore, and experience more. Global Wings Travel and Tours, in partnership with Media General, invite you to experience the best of Malaysia and Singapore this April. Enjoy 9 unforgettable days with return flights, luxury hotels in Kuala Lumpur and Singapore, daily meals, visa facilitation, city tours, Genting Highlines, with cable ride, inter-country transfers, and so much more. Why wait? Make your April 2026 Malaysia and Singapore trip a reality. You have always wanted to go there. This is the time for you. Call or WhatsApp 0550-188-181, 0550-188-181, or 0553-688-398. 0553-688-398. Call or WhatsApp these numbers today and make your trip to Malaysia and Singapore with Global Wings Travel and Tours, in partnership with Media General. Make it a reality.
3FM Sunrise.
And time check is some 20 minutes after 8. Let's get into our big conversation this morning.
The big conversation on 3FM Sunrise. The big conversation on 3FM Sunrise.
Yesterday, a journalist with Class Media Group, Samuel Addo, who reports from the Central Region, was allegedly assaulted by officers of the Ghana National Fire Service while on duty at the Kaswa New Market. The incident reportedly occurred when Mr. Addo was filming a confrontation between fire service personnel and traders at the market. And eyewitnesses say that tensions escalated during an operation involving the firefighters, attracting the attention of traders and members of the public. According to sources at the scene, Mr. Addo was covering the incident in his professional capacity when he was allegedly attacked by some officers, despite identifying himself as a journalist. And details regarding the nature and extent of his injuries remain unclear at the time of the incident. But we'll touch base with Samuel Addo today, and we'll get to know exactly what happened yesterday. The alleged assault has sparked concerns among media practitioners and press freedom advocates who are calling for a thorough investigation into the conduct of the officers involved. And the incident has also reignited discussions about the safety of journalists, particularly when covering confrontational or volatile public situations. You can join us on Facebook and you'd see the video of what was happening. You can clearly see that fire service personnel, people who are wearing or clad in fire service clothing, holding a man, hitting him with helmet, giving him blows to his head, punching him here and there, while people stood by and watched. Join us on Facebook right now and you see this video. Those of you who are joining us also on your regular radio, let's listen to this. Very disturbing. Now, the explanations given by the fire service, we'll get into that, but does that even warrant or does that call for something like this?